Bitcoin's price soared to $35,000, drawing international headlines all around the world. Everyone was incredibly excited. However, Bitcoin was faced with a huge brick wall right in front of them. It was a battle of Bitcoin versus the brick wall. Take a look at our chart right here, this yellow line, which, by the way, Bitcoin has just done something spectacular, which we're going to get to in a moment. But this yellow line has been our rejection for years and years and years. Dating back to 2019, rejection at this line. 2020, rejection at this line. 2021, rejection at this line. Earlier this year, April 2023, rejection at this line. Bitcoin has been battling this exact line for years, and we've just had a major breakthrough. But how long is it going to last? That's what we're going to discuss, and this is what you need to be ready for. Welcome in if you're new. My name is Steve. On this channel, we take no paid ads. There are no paid sponsorships. We don't take any paid promotions of coins. There are no paid affiliate links down below. What we do on this channel instead is we talk about the facts and the charts that actually help you. Hit that subscribe button, put a thumbs up on it, and let's jump straight into it. Now, we have a lot to talk about right now. We're going to talk about 4 charts. We've got to talk about this chart and what's happening with the stochastic RSI and the RSI and price action. We've got to talk about this chart and what's happening on the 2-week with the stochastic RSI. Major news there. We've also got to talk about the monthly. We've been waiting on the monthly to see if the 1 week and the 2 week had enough power for the monthly. We've got a reversal on our hands here. We've got to get to that. And we've got to touch on what's happening right in front of our eyes with this chart. We've got a lot to cover. Let's start right here. We're on the Bitcoin US dollar index on the weekly chart. We've got 3 components: price action. In the middle right here, we have the RSI, right? Overbought, oversold. At the bottom, we have our stochastic RSI, our momentum. What's the momentum doing, right? So here we are. We had a stochastic RSI cross up back on September 11th, which we covered right here. We also covered it that we were at this pivot low in the RSI. Every 6 months, we have a stochastic RSI cross on Bitcoin, and this draws momentum into the market. If you go back in the history of Bitcoin, every single stochastic RSI cross happens about every 6 months, and that's when the big moves happen, right? You can focus on these smaller time frames, and you're going to be picking up pennies off the ground. If you look at the future and at the big picture of Bitcoin, this is where you're going to make all of your money. You can spend your whole life picking pennies up off the ground. That's not going to make you wealthy. It will not make you financially free. This will. This is the big picture. That's what we focus on in this channel. The biggest moves in Bitcoin and getting ready for those moves. And that's exactly what we're talking about in this video, because I have information for you that you have to get ready for right now. Let's continue in the charts. So with the RSI in the middle of your screen, we had this entire pattern play out all year long. Luckily, this candle right here, this Dragonfly Doji, helped us tremendously. We actually covered this on the channel as well when we had a double bottom, Dragonfly, boom. The Dragonfly is a bullish trend reversal, right? So here we are. We had a stochastic RSI cross, and the RSI is looking beautiful, and here's why. We had our pivot high back here in April 10th, 2023, right? This is when the chart was looking very, very strong. We had a double bottom reversal, we had our Dragonfly Doji, and we had our pivot high. It was looking great. This is where things started to go wrong back in June of 2023, when we failed to make a higher high in the RSI. We made a lower high and continued that with another pivot low. We had a low here and a lower low here. So we were in the 6-month downtrend in the RSI. Now, we had one rule and one rule only. We talked to swing traders when we had this cross, and we said, hey, swing traders, it's likely you're going to want to take this trade, and you're going to be watching one thing and one thing only. You're going to want to get above this pivot high, because if we do, that's a trend reversal. The only problem with swing traders is they're in trades for 1 to 3 weeks, and they would have missed out on all this price move. That's why you should not be a swing trader. I teach hybrid trading, which is in between long-term investing and swing trading. It's the perfect speed for Bitcoin to maximize your money. Anyways, we got above here. Again, swing traders would have missed out on all of this profit because they're in trades too short. It's not the right timing for Bitcoin. We had the stochastic RSI cross. We got above here. So Bitcoin has reversed trend in the RSI. Plain and simple, undeniable, right? What we're looking at right now is not only did we get above this pivot high, we're looking to hold support on that area. That is the next step for Bitcoin. Price action is looking good. I do not like this upper wick. Pay attention to the wicks. Anytime you have a wick at the bottom, it generally will push price action up. Anytime you have a huge wick here, it will generally push price action down. Pay attention to the wicks on all time frames. But our stochastic RSI, we're looking good. We're starting to flatten out here, but again, we're flattening out around 100. Can't complain there. We're going to see how long the stochastic RSI can stay above the 80 level. That is the key. If it does, we're going to see continued movement to the upside for Bitcoin. Here's our next chart. Bitcoin, US dollar index, 2-week chart. We just showed you the momentum on the 1-week chart. We've been talking about it forever right here on this channel. We talked about the September 11th cross. Then we had the cross on the 2-week chart, precisely September 25th, which we covered it right here. What we had talked about is, hey, look, we have momentum on the 1-week chart. Now we have momentum on the 2-week chart. This doesn't happen very often. Look at where we've been before. Stochastic RSI cross on the 2-week chart, 2,000% gain. 2019, 300% gain at the same cross. 2020, 800% gain at the same cross. 2022, 75% gain at the same cross. We had this cross back when Bitcoin was at about 26, 27,000, which again, we've gone up since then. Not by surprise, momentum came into the market, plain and simple. But we had one thing we were watching, the monthly momentum. We understood we had a weekly cross. We understood we had a 2-week cross. These are all great things, but the higher time frame you go up, the more locked in it is with less false signals. And we were waiting on this, and we asked, hey, are we going to have enough power, enough momentum on the 1-week chart and the 2-week chart to reverse the monthly chart? And we did. Take a look right here. This is the 2018 top, right? You can see that that's where we had our first bottom and our second bottom, which we covered right here when the world's top economists were against us and basically 85% of people in crypto. But we are here. We have this momentum on the monthly chart that was looking at a rejection, that same type of rejection we saw in 2018. However, in 2018, we continued down. So did price. 2023, we reversed that trend because of the momentum in the 1-week and the 2-week helped to reverse this, and now we're looking incredibly healthy. Keep in mind, this is the total market cap, so all of your favorite altcoins are also going to have some power and momentum coming in as we speak. I need to repeat this. The 1-week and the 2-week momentum reversed the monthly on the total market cap. Incredibly noteworthy material, but here is one of the areas that is a red flag for what is to come. Let me break this down. At the top of our chart, we have the pi cycle indicator, which we made a clear rule before this market cycle, before phase 1 of the bull. We had a clear rule, and our clear rule was this red line. If price action has a body close below this red line, which we did here, it spells that in the next 6 months, there's going to be a big surprise correction, right? It happened here, and it said, hey, within the next 6 months, there's going to be a big surprise correction. Everybody will say, oh, well, it was COVID. COVID happened here. We had this come in foreshadowing months and months earlier. And again, we had this body close below here. It spells a very large surprise correction coming. Anytime we have been below this red line, even though we've come out of it with a huge rally, it spelled in the next 6 months there's going to be a very large correction that catches everybody by surprise. So far in Bitcoin's history, that has held true every time. So we made a distinct rule. And the rule stated, if we have a body of a candle go below this red line, in the next 6 months, we're going to have a surprise correction that will catch everybody off guard. Usually it's between 20 and 50%, sometimes even higher, but it's likely that this will not put Bitcoin into a bear market. It's highly, highly unlikely that that will happen. It will just be a surprise correction. It will catch everybody off guard, but if you don't know it's coming, you're not going to be ready to buy. I'm telling you that this chart, the facts in the charts are screaming that this is a definite possibility. Again, this is not something today or tomorrow. We've seen movements below this red line in huge moves like this. This is not new. This is not new at all. Look right at 2019. We had this move into here and then an enormous rise in price of 60%. So have we risen 60% since here? No, we've just risen 40%. 60% would put us up into the 40K area. And again, that would not be out of the ordinary. Most people will say, hey, once we reach up to 40K, there's no way we're going to have a big correction. I'm just telling you the facts in the charts. I don't tell you my emotional opinions. This is a warning flag that emotion will lead us to not believing it and not trusting it. I trust the charts. I love the charts. I study them all the time, and this is a warning, okay? Now, the good news is, look, we're holding support at this level that's been our battle for years, right? We talked about it. 2019, rejection. 2020, rejection. 2021, rejection. Even earlier this year in April, rejection. And we are just gaining it. So at the same time, we have 1 week momentum. We have 2 week momentum. We have monthly momentum. We're starting to gain this market structure. We're looking really good, okay? Things are looking good, and we're in this transition period of, are we in phase 2 of the bull? We understood that we've been in phase 1 of the bull for 196 days, and we're just in that transition period for phase 2. Again, the timing of phase 1 is pretty identical to every single market cycle. Bitcoin has gone through the same market cycle every single cycle. And everyone wants to argue, this time is different, Steve. This time we have the ETF, and this time we have this, and this time is never different. It's always the same. All of the facts are in the charts. If you want to look at the chart with your eyes closed and your ears closed, you will miss it. But it's right in front of us. Bitcoin does the same moves every cycle. We've been covering it for years. That's how way back here, we had a 3-day death cross, which we covered on this channel, and nobody wanted to believe us. We have a 3-day death cross every single market cycle, and it's right before our final downfall. It happens the same move every cycle. And every time I bring it up, people are like, there's no way, this time is different. And then it happens, and everyone's like, oh my God, is Steve psychic? No, Steve just knows how to look at the charts and read the facts. The same moves happen in every single cycle. I know it makes me look good, but it's right in front of us. You have to trust the charts, not your emotional opinion, and definitely not what everyone is screaming on social media. Just the charts. You can only trust the charts. Now, I want to tell you this. For the past 18 videos, or the past 6 or 7 weeks, we have not had any talk about my courses or the FFA or anything. It's just pure cold hard facts and things that help you. But I need to be fully transparent. We have 4 sales per year, and the biggest one of the year is coming up on Black Friday. I cannot wait to help impact your life. If you want to make 5 times more in this bull run, my program is going to help you do precisely that. It's going to change everything. The way you look at the charts, your strategy, you're going to have way less stress, you're going to have way more time, and you're going to make 5 times more in this bull run. I cannot wait to help you, right? If you're thinking, oh my God, well, your program is a little bit expensive. I've been doing this for 7 years here on YouTube. There's never been a time I haven't helped people in need. There's never been a time. Every single sale If you're a single mom, a single dad, a vet, somebody with a disability, or just in a tough financial situation, I've helped you every single time. And I'm going to continue to do that. There's going to be a ridiculous sale on my program. And if you sign up and pay in full, you're going to get that ridiculous deal. Or you can do a monthly payment, which is very affordable. And then again, if you're in somebody with need, this is how we're going to do it. I just want to be fully transparent. We've had a whole bunch of videos, a whole bunch of time with no talk about my courses. But again, 4 sales per year. The biggest one of the year is coming for Black Friday. I'm excited. This is my time to let my courses, which I put my blood, sweat, and tears in. This is what I'll guarantee about the courses. The price you're going to pay for the courses, you're going to get tremendously more value. It's not even close. When you see the courses, you're going to be like, holy crap. I knew Steve was good on YouTube. My courses are at a completely different level. They are incredibly professional. They're incredibly professionally designed step by step to take you, even if you have no experience trading or investing, it'll take you from step 0 all the way through how to be a professional trader. My courses are going to blow your mind. Whatever you pay for the courses, you're going to make that back in your trading and investing. It's a robbery. It's a bank robbery for you. It's an incredible deal. So I just want to be fully transparent, right? We don't take paid ads. If I was interested in getting rich quick, I would take paid ads. I would take paid sponsorships. I would take paid promotions of coins. I've been doing this on YouTube for 7 years, easily turned down millions and millions of dollars. If I was interested in taking advantage of you, I would do that. I would do that in a heartbeat. I would take all those paid promotions. You know everyone does. You know that. I don't. I never have. I'm in it for a different game. I'm in it to help people like you. I know how to go from where you are to where I am, and I'm put on this planet to help wake as many people up and show them that they can do it just like I did. I'm a kid who grew up on welfare. My parents dropped out of high school. I figured out this game. I figured out how to do it. And my goal in life is to help you do exactly the same as me. I know how to do that, and that is what fulfills me. You can see it. You can see it. So I just want to be fully transparent. Black Friday is coming, and I can't wait to help change some more lives. I'll see you right back here in the next video. Peace and love to the fellow underdogs. Do you want to know when to buy and when to sell? Click this video right now.